I said, boom, wagwan, bro, Brevet. Welcome back to another installment of entertainment. Hopefully, you're doing more and saying less. Now, the dark side about relationships, right, is one thing to just be smashing, one thing to just have like a little, like, you know, cuffing season, cuddle buddy, do your little 1-2 session here and there, and then you go about your day. But it's another thing, completely different thing, to be emotionally and financially involved with someone as it pertains to this video and the topic of this channel. When we talk about finances and people and money, what you need to understand, right, is that you should never, ever in your life give out more than you are willing to lose.
Stop it. Get some help.
If someone asks you for money, they ask you for $50, give them the $50 or give them a lesser amount that wouldn't hurt your pockets if they never paid you back. If they ask for 50, give them 50. But if it would hurt you that they don't pay you back, give them 30. But if 30 still hurts you, don't give them anything. Or if you can't give them a lesser amount because of your current financial situation, do not give them anything. This is especially telling when you are romantically involved, because love can be blind sometimes. You get lost in the sauce of the sex, the titties, the booty, and all this other shit that you say, let me do whatever I can to help you out. Whether it's just a girlfriend, a fiance, this is all especially before you even get to the wife part, when you are like legally attached to each other. Don't when it starts getting to the point of perhaps a relationship or something long-term, this is where you need to fully take account of that person's financial history and their financial literacy, essentially, right? What do they do with their money? What steps are they taking to get out of debt? If this is someone that is financially irresponsible, they don't care about their money, their saving, paying off debt, and long-term investing, you don't want to be involved relationship-wise with this person. Oh wait, hold up. There you go. Relationship-wise with this person. Why? Because it's gonna affect you. They have debt that they're paying, and it's perhaps burdensome to them. They may or may not ask you to help them out with that shit, and then you feel you are responsible, quote unquote, to help them. The only time you are obliged or responsible to help any man or woman, because men have issues too with their money and being financially illiterate, is when you are married. Other than that, you are not obliged. That debt is not yours at all whatsoever. And you have the rights, the freedom to date someone who does not have debt. The main things you have to look into, right, is how did they get their debt? Okay, how did they get their debt? Is it student loans? Is it credit card debt? Is it a car note? Or is it just some like next whatever type of debt, right? What are they currently doing to get out of debt? And do they have a plan of action to save more money, to pay off the debt, and to be financially free, right? There's nothing worse. Nothing is worse than you going through all this self-development to learn about money, to make more money, and get yourself out of debt, right? And be financially free, then to go out and help someone else who doesn't really care or isn't as invested in their own financial freedom, financial literacy. And now you are essentially taking a step backwards to help them out. There's nothing wrong with helping someone out if it doesn't compromise your situation. If it doesn't compromise your situation, sure, help that person out. But again, if you're in a relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend type of thing, you are not responsible for their debt. You just gotta ask yourself, if I gave this girl or this guy this amount of money and they left me shortly after or anytime in the future, would I be upset? Would I be mad at myself? If you can be okay giving this person this amount of money, 10,000, 1,500 for that matter, and they left you and didn't pay you back or didn't like stay with you long term, would you be upset at yourself? If you can live with that, hey, you're Mother Teresa. But other than that, bro, you have no obligation to help this person with their debt. At least until you're married. And even at that, before you even get married, what are their financial habits? Does that warrant you, or you're comfortable being in a marriage with this person with this type of financial spending and thinking, right? So, yeah. You see it all the time, right? Relationships end just like that. One person does one thing. Anytime you do something for someone, just understand that for whatever reason, this person could mess up. You have to be emotionally present, like be present in the moment, but be detached from the outcome, detached from the long-term situation. Why? Because especially when it comes to relationship-wise, like romance and like feelings, all that shit.
I still love you.
You tend to be outcome dependent and you want to hold on to this person when there are signs that show this person is not for you or it's not up your alley. So what you want to understand is like, yo, you are, as a boyfriend, as a girlfriend, fiance even, until that wedding day has been signed and the whole document has been covered, you are not responsible for that person's debt. And if they try to coerce you or make you feel bad for not helping them with their debt, that's on them. That's not your problem.
It's none of my business. It's none of my business.
Yeah, sure, you can like whatever you can do to help them make more money, help put them onto my videos, help them be more financially literate. But if they don't even take the information that you're giving them to look at and watch, why are you gonna help them when money's just gonna go towards food or other expenses and other types of debt? When you really, honestly, when you are on your financial literacy tip and going towards the area of financial freedom, you won't even you wouldn't even really want to deal with someone who's not like at least working towards something more. It's one thing to be in debt and like you're knowledgeable about the debt that you have and you're putting effort towards paying it off as soon as possible. But it's another thing to just, okay, you have the debt, you're making money, but it's like you are living paycheck to paycheck, even though you are making 100K or 40K or whatever it is, right? Honestly, it's not about how much money you make. It's about how you're able to manage your money. Yeah, sure, we could all make more money. No cap, no denying that. We'd all love to make more money. But if you can't even manage how much you're making at 40K, what makes you think you'll be able to manage the same thing at 100K? Typically, when we make more money, our expenses just naturally rise. It's just like when you have more room, like essentially if someone gives you, I forget the psychology of it, but if someone gives you 4 hours to finish a task compared to 2 hours, more than likely you will finish a task in the 2 hours allotted, right? Because you're more crunched, it's more like time, it's more time sensitive. So when you make more money, you start having more things to use it for, right? So please, don't ever compromise your situation and put yourself in a precarious position in order to help a boyfriend or girlfriend. They have no attachment to you. Well, yeah, sure, they have the emotional attachment, but like at any given day, at any given moment, they can leave without anything, unless there's like some type of contract agreement that they'll pay you back or something like that. Even like that is like a lot. The best way to, anyway, when it comes to money and people in general, whether it's family, friends, relationships, is to always just give it without the expectation that you'll get it back. That will give you some freedom. That will help the relationship not be so, hostile, and you won't have to worry about, I can't pay my bill this month because I gave this person money, right? If they ask for $50, give them the 50, or give them a lesser amount, or give them nothing, right? Pretty much, right? And do it with the intention of not getting that money back. You are not responsible for that person's debt. How they got into that debt is not your responsibility. Sure, you give them information to pay down that debt faster, make more money, better manage their money, savings, paying themselves first so that they have built the savings habits, yeah, sure, you can do that. But you're not obliged to help pay anybody's bill. Never ever are you obliged to help pay anybody's bill, whether it be their rent, whether it be their credit card, whether it be their student loan payment, whatever it is, you are not obliged to help them. No matter how much you love this girl or guy, there's no contractual agreement binding you together. It's only when you are in a marriage where, you know, your debt becomes his debt, my money's your money, our money, all that shit, you know what I'm saying? And even when it comes to marriage, man, you know what? Was it 100% of the marriages are proposed by men, and then 80% of the divorces are proposed by women, or more women propose divorces than men, right? And sure, like a lot of men be doing some effed up stuff, but like even when a guy is just doing him, it's like, oh, he gets hit with divorce papers out of nowhere. But yo, I'm just saying, don't compromise your own financial situation to help somebody else. Best bet really is to get with someone relationship-wise. It's one thing to smash, right? Smash here and there. But you want to get with someone relationship-wise, have them be on the same financial literacy as you. Like, you know, you see them physically saving money, you see them working extra side hustles to make more money, and they are working towards paying out their debt, right? Don't get into a relationship with anybody that's not financially conscious of how they're spending. And if you currently are, it may be time for you to move away from them if they aren't listening to, you know, some of your financial videos and advice and stuff like that. Yeah, it's a cold world out here. Stay warm, stay cozy. Sometimes you gotta be cozy by yourself. It is what it is. But yo, God bless, much love, peace and joy. Namaste. Always remember, if it doesn't feed you, don't water it. And too much of any good thing is good for nothing. Do more, say less, stack your money, act broke, get your bread, and all the crumbs too. Deuces.
Oh my day. Sweet one looking like a Kardashian. So bad, it don't matter what car that she in. Give her seasoned wood, now she back again. It shows she's never really been with an African.